this. Holy look at that.
Expedition Bigfoot is a popular television series that dives deep into one of the most lasting legends of North American folklore, Bigfoot. Also known as Sasquatch, this creature is often described as a large, hairy, bipedal humanoid that roams the remote forests of the Pacific Northwest. The series follows a team of experts as they go on a scientific journey to uncover evidence that could finally prove the existence of Bigfoot.
And there's something in this tree above Ronnie, and he's not seeing anything. But I'm watching this thermal, and it moves to the right. And I realize that it is not in the tree above him, but it's on the ridgeline further behind him.
The goal of Expedition Bigfoot is not only to search for this elusive creature, but also to bring a scientific approach to a subject that has often been dismissed as mere myth or hoax. The team is composed of seasoned researchers, including primatologists, survivalists, and data analysts, who use the latest technology and field techniques to gather credible evidence. Their mission is clear: to find conclusive proof that Bigfoot exists, and to do so in a way that withstands scientific scrutiny. This particular episode centers on a significant discovery made by one of the team members, Russell Acord. His find is described as potentially groundbreaking.
What I found on that sandbar are footprints 18 inches long. What else would make a footprint like that? I've not seen humans for days. It's out of place. It does not belong here in this space.
Offering a glimpse into the possibility that Bigfoot is more than just a legend. The discovery reignites the team's determination, pushing them to explore further and uncover the mysteries hidden within the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest. The search for Bigfoot is not just about finding a creature. It's about understanding the unknown and challenging the boundaries of human knowledge.
Oh my God.
For decades, people have reported sightings and encounters with this mysterious being, yet conclusive evidence has always remained just out of reach. Expedition Bigfoot aims to change that by applying rigorous scientific methods to a subject often pushed to the fringes of serious inquiry. In this episode, the discovery of large, human-like footprints by Russell sets the stage for an intense investigation. The footprints are unlike any known animal tracks, sparking excitement and curiosity among the team. This finding could be the key to unlocking a mystery that has captivated people for generations. The episode follows the team as they analyze the footprints, explore the remote location, and use cutting-edge technology to document their findings. The stakes are high, as this evidence could bring the team closer than ever to proving the existence of Bigfoot. Initial discovery by Russell Acord. The episode begins with a shocking discovery made by Russell, one of the key members of the expedition team. While exploring a remote area of the forest, Russell comes upon a series of large footprints embedded in the mud. These footprints are unlike anything he has seen before. Large, human-like, but far too big to belong to any known human or animal. Each footprint shows a distinct pattern, starting heavy on the heel and rolling forward in a way that is not typical of any known animal species. The discovery immediately grabs the attention of the entire team. The sheer size of the footprints, combined with their human-like shape, suggests that they could be the evidence the team has been searching for. For years, researchers and enthusiasts have been looking for concrete proof of Bigfoot's existence, and these footprints might just be it. Russell's discovery is significant for several reasons.
Maria, I have something here that I need to bring you in on. I found not just a print, but a series of footprints.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, we're pretty far downriver though. Send us your coordinates and we'll be there first thing tomorrow morning.
Roger that.
First, the size and depth of the footprints suggest that whatever made them was incredibly large and heavy, ruling out the possibility of them being human. The pattern of the steps, with a pronounced heel strike followed by a forward roll, is also unusual and not consistent with any known animal's gait. This raises the possibility that the footprints were made by an unknown creature, perhaps even Bigfoot. The location of the discovery adds another layer of mystery. The footprints were found in a remote, heavily wooded area far from any human habitation. The isolation of the site reduces the likelihood that the prints were made by a human or a hoaxer, increasing their credibility as potential evidence of Bigfoot. The team realizes that they might be on the verge of something truly groundbreaking, and that they need to act quickly to document and analyze the footprints before they are disturbed by weather or wildlife. The immediate reaction among the team is a mix of excitement and urgency. They know that they need to gather as much information as possible from the footprints before moving on. This means taking detailed measurements, creating plaster casts, and photographing the prints from multiple angles. Each of these steps is crucial for preserving the evidence and ensuring that it can be analyzed later in a laboratory setting. The team also begins to speculate about the implications of the discovery. If these footprints were indeed made by Bigfoot, what does that mean for the broader search? Could this be the first step toward uncovering a larger population of these creatures? The discovery raises more questions than answers, but it also provides a tantalizing glimpse into the possibility that Bigfoot is real and that the team is closer than ever to proving it. Detailed analysis of the footprints.
This entire expedition, we always felt like we were a few steps behind. Looking at these prints just proves to all of us that we are on the right path, and we are in a hot spot that we've been looking for all along.
Once the initial excitement of the discovery subsides, the team shifts their focus to the detailed analysis of the footprints. Ronnie and Maria, two of the team's experienced members, take the lead in examining the prints. They approach the task with a combination of scientific rigor and cautious optimism, aware that this could be the most significant find of their careers. The first step in the analysis is to take precise measurements of the footprints. Ronnie and Maria carefully measure the length, width, and depth of each print, noting the consistency across the trail. The footprints are approximately 16 inches long, much larger than any human foot, and they display a distinct pattern that suggests a bipedal gait. The depth of the prints indicates that the creature that made them was heavy, further supporting the hypothesis that these are not human tracks. Next, the team examines the spacing between the footprints. The distance between each step is over 5 feet, an unusually long stride that suggests the creature was not only large, but also had a unique way of walking. This stride length, combined with the depth and size of the prints, points to a creature with a powerful and deliberate gait, unlike any known animal in the region. As Ronnie and Maria continue their analysis, they make another interesting discovery. Alongside the large footprints, they find a series of smaller prints. These smaller prints are equally puzzling, as they do not match the footprints of any known animal. The team speculates that the smaller prints could belong to a juvenile version of the same creature, suggesting that there may be a family group or a population of these creatures in the area.
They're the same size, the same width, there's consistency in them, and more importantly, there's a stride distance between the two that really makes me think we might be onto something.
The discovery of both large and small footprints raises several questions for the team. If these prints do belong to Bigfoot, does this mean that the creature is not solitary, as previously thought? Could there be a larger population of these creatures living undetected in the remote forests of the Pacific Northwest? These questions add a new layer of complexity to the team's investigation and fuel their determination to uncover the truth. To ensure that their findings are accurate and credible, the team decides to create plaster casts of the footprints. This process involves carefully pouring a quick-setting material into the prints, allowing it to harden, and then removing the cast for further analysis. The casts will preserve the exact shape and details of the footprints, allowing the team to study them in greater detail later on. The casting process is delicate and requires precision to ensure that the footprints are not damaged or altered. The team works methodically, aware that these casts could be the key to proving the existence of Bigfoot. Once the casts are complete, they are carefully labeled and stored for transportation back to the lab, where they will undergo further examination. Throughout the analysis, the team remains cautious. They know that while the footprints are compelling, they are not conclusive proof of Bigfoot's existence. There could be other explanations for the prints, and it is important to approach the investigation with a critical eye. However, the team also knows that they have something special on their hands, something that could change the course of Bigfoot research forever. The significance of the location and environment. One of the most critical aspects of the discovery is the location where the footprints were found. The remote, heavily wooded area is far from any human settlements, reducing the likelihood that the prints were made by a person. This isolation adds to the credibility of the discovery, suggesting that whatever made the footprints was living in an area with minimal human interference.
Right there, the growth is all pushed down. Right here, all the vegetation has been crushed.
The environment itself is challenging to navigate, with dense forests, steep inclines, and muddy terrain. These conditions make it difficult for humans to traverse the area, which is why it is unlikely that the footprints were made by a person. The team notes that the area is a perfect habitat for a creature like Bigfoot, with plenty of cover, water sources, and food available in the form of small animals and vegetation. The remoteness of the location also raises questions about the behavior and habits of the creature that made the footprints. If these are indeed Bigfoot tracks, why is the creature in such a secluded area? Is it avoiding humans, or is this its natural habitat? The team considers the possibility that Bigfoot is a highly elusive creature that has adapted to living in remote areas to avoid detection. The environment also presents challenges for the team as they conduct their investigation. The dense vegetation and uneven terrain make it difficult to move quickly or set up equipment. The team must be careful not to disturb the area too much, as this could affect the integrity of the footprints. They also have to contend with the weather, as rain or wind could erase the prints before they have a chance to document them fully. Despite these challenges, the team is determined to make the most of this opportunity. They know that the environment is a key factor in understanding the creature that made the footprints. By studying the area, they can gather clues about the creature's habits, diet, and movement patterns. This information could be crucial in proving the existence of Bigfoot and understanding its place in the ecosystem. The team also considers the broader implications of the discovery. If Bigfoot is living in such a remote area, it raises questions about how many other creatures might be out there, hidden from human eyes.
That sound didn't come from any known animal here.
The Pacific Northwest is known for its vast, unexplored wilderness, and the team speculates that there could be many more undiscovered species living in these remote areas. This discovery could be the tip of the iceberg, leading to further exploration and research in the region. Technological tools and methods used. In the search for Bigfoot, technology plays a crucial role. The team on Expedition Bigfoot uses a range of advanced tools and methods to document and analyze their findings, ensuring that their evidence is as credible as possible. The use of technology sets this expedition apart from earlier efforts, allowing the team to gather data that would have been impossible to obtain in the past. One of the most important tools used in the investigation is the casting material. By creating plaster casts of the footprints, the team can preserve the exact shape and details of the prints, allowing them to be studied in greater detail later. This process is essential for capturing the physical evidence needed to support their claims. The casts can be analyzed for weight distribution, stride length, and other factors that could provide insights into the creature that made them. In addition to casting, the team also uses digital imaging and 3D scanning technology to document the footprints. These tools allow them to create detailed digital models of the prints, which can be shared with other researchers and analyzed using computer software. The 3D models can reveal subtle details that might be missed by the naked eye, such as the texture of the skin or the pressure points in the footprint. Another key piece of technology used by the team is DNA analysis. If any biological material, such as hair or skin cells, is found in the footprints, it can be collected and analyzed in a lab. DNA analysis could provide definitive proof of the creature's identity, showing whether it is a known species or something entirely new. The team is prepared to collect samples from the site and send them to a specialized lab for testing. Thermal imaging and night vision cameras are also used during the investigation. These tools allow the team to monitor the area for any signs of movement or heat signatures, even in complete darkness. Thermal imaging can detect the presence of warm-blooded animals, including Bigfoot, by capturing their body heat. Night vision cameras are used to capture footage of the area, ensuring that nothing is missed during the nighttime hours when the creature is most likely to be active. The team also employs drones equipped with high-definition cameras to survey the area from above. Drones provide a bird's-eye view of the terrain, allowing the team to spot any potential hiding places or movement patterns. They can also cover large areas quickly, making them an invaluable tool for searching remote or inaccessible regions. Data analysis plays a critical role in the investigation as well. The team collects data from various sources, including weather reports, animal migration patterns, and historical Bigfoot sightings, to build a comprehensive picture of the area. This data is used to identify hotspots where Bigfoot is most likely to be found and to plan the team's movements accordingly. The use of technology not only enhances the credibility of the evidence, but also allows the team to share their findings with the broader scientific community. By documenting their discoveries in a rigorous and scientific manner, the team hopes to gain the respect of mainstream researchers and to contribute valuable data to the field of cryptozoology. Historical and cultural context of Bigfoot. Bigfoot is not just a modern phenomenon. It has deep roots in the folklore and legends of Native American tribes in the Pacific Northwest. For centuries, indigenous peoples in the region have told stories of a large, hairy creature that roams the forests and mountains. These stories often describe a being that is remarkably similar to the modern concept of Bigfoot, suggesting that sightings and encounters have been happening for a long time.
The skunk ape, and there's been a lot of sightings over many years of what they describe as a Bigfoot type of creature.
The legend of Bigfoot, known by various names among different tribes, has been passed down through generations, becoming a part of the cultural fabric of the region. In some stories, Bigfoot is seen as a protector of the forest, while in others, it is portrayed as a mysterious and elusive being that avoids human contact. These legends have contributed to the lasting fascination with Bigfoot and have shaped the way people perceive the creature today. The modern search for Bigfoot began in earnest in the mid-20th century, following a series of high-profile sightings in the famous Patterson-Gimlin film, which supposedly shows a Bigfoot walking through a forest in Northern California. Since then, countless expeditions, documentaries, and research projects have been launched, all seeking to prove the existence of Bigfoot. The Pacific Northwest, with its vast, unexplored wilderness, has always been the epicenter of Bigfoot sightings. The region's dense forests, uneven mountains, and remote valleys provide the perfect environment for a creature like Bigfoot to remain hidden. Over the years, there have been thousands of reported sightings, making this area one of the most likely places to find evidence of Bigfoot. In Washington State, where the Expedition Bigfoot team is conducting their investigation, Bigfoot has become a part of the state's identity. The state hosts various Bigfoot research organizations, such as the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, BFRO, and Washington Bigfoot, which gather eyewitness accounts, conduct field investigations, and engage with the local community. These groups have documented numerous sightings and encounters, adding to the growing body of evidence that Bigfoot may exist.
So if they exist, it's plausible they could be in the area.
The cultural impact of Bigfoot extends beyond the Pacific Northwest. Bigfoot has become a significant element of popular culture, inspiring television series, films, books, and even merchandise. The creature's image is instantly recognizable, and it continues to captivate the public's imagination. This widespread interest has helped sustain the legend of Bigfoot, keeping it alive in the public consciousness and fueling ongoing research efforts. Despite the lack of conclusive evidence, the legend of Bigfoot persists, largely due to the sheer volume of sightings and the compelling nature of the stories. For many, Bigfoot represents the possibility that there are still mysteries in the world waiting to be uncovered. The search for Bigfoot is not just about finding a creature. It's about exploring the unknown and pushing the boundaries of what we know about the natural world. Challenges and skepticism in Bigfoot research. The search for Bigfoot is filled with challenges, both in the field and in the broader scientific community. While the team on Expedition Bigfoot is dedicated to uncovering evidence, they must contend with skepticism from both scientists and the public. The existence of Bigfoot is a controversial topic, with many dismissing it as a myth or a hoax. One of the primary challenges in Bigfoot research is the lack of physical evidence. Despite decades of sightings and reports, there has been no definitive proof that Bigfoot exists. Skeptics point out that no bones, bodies, or clear photographs have ever been found, leading them to conclude that Bigfoot is either a misidentification of known animals or a fabrication. The team on Expedition Bigfoot is aware of these criticisms and approaches their investigation with a critical eye.
Look, look, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's moving, it's moving. The tree is not gonna move like that. That is an animal.
Did the target move?
They understand the importance of gathering credible evidence that can withstand scientific scrutiny. This means using rigorous methods, documenting their findings carefully, and considering alternative explanations for the evidence they collect. Another challenge is the remote and difficult terrain in which Bigfoot is believed to live. The dense forests, steep mountains, and muddy trails make it difficult to conduct thorough investigations. The team must be prepared for the physical demands of the search, as well as the possibility that their efforts may not yield the results they hope for. In addition to physical challenges, the team must also navigate the complexities of public perception. Bigfoot research is often viewed as fringe science, and those involved in the search are sometimes dismissed as cranks or enthusiasts. This can make it difficult to gain support from mainstream scientists and institutions, limiting access to resources and funding. Despite these challenges, the team remains committed to their mission. They believe that the evidence they have found, including the footprints discovered by Russell Acord, could be the breakthrough they have been searching for. By approaching their investigation with scientific rigor and transparency, they hope to change the way Bigfoot research is viewed and to contribute valuable data to the field. The team also recognizes that skepticism is a natural part of the scientific process. In order to prove the existence of Bigfoot, they must be able to present evidence that is compelling and difficult to refute. This means going beyond anecdotal reports and blurry photographs to provide clear, verifiable proof that Bigfoot is real. The discovery of the footprints by Russell represents a significant moment in the search for Bigfoot. While the evidence is not yet conclusive, it provides a tantalizing glimpse into the possibility that Bigfoot exists. The footprints, with their unusual size and pattern, suggest that there may be an unknown creature living in the remote forests of the Pacific Northwest.
What are the odds of somebody walking through here with bare feet?
Right.
And look just above it. Right here was the showstopper. Now look how big this thing is. It's a little hard to make out, but the details are there.
Holy crap.
The team on Expedition Bigfoot is now faced with the task of building on this discovery. They must analyze the footprints in greater detail, conduct further investigations in the area, and continue to gather evidence that could lead to definitive proof of Bigfoot's existence. This will require careful planning, the use of advanced technology, and a commitment to scientific rigor. The implications of this discovery are profound. If Bigfoot is proven to exist, it would challenge our understanding of the natural world and open up new avenues of research. It would also raise questions about how such a large creature has managed to remain hidden for so long, and what other mysteries might be lurking in the unexplored wilderness. The team's discovery has already generated excitement within the Bigfoot research community and beyond. It has renewed interest in the search for Bigfoot and has the potential to attract new researchers and resources to the field. As the team continues their investigation, they are aware that they are on the brink of something significant, and they are determined to see it through. The journey is far from over, but the team is more determined than ever. With each new discovery, they are getting closer to answering the age-old question, is Bigfoot real? The footprints found by Russell Acord could be the key to unlocking this mystery, and the team is ready to continue their search with renewed vigor. The world is watching, and the truth may be closer than we think.